SawStop table saw training at McIntosh box and pallet. The table saw is generally used for cutting sheets of wood or foam, including ply and OSB. It consists of a blade that rises through a table that you can then slide sheet material across. To operate the saw, the on-off switch, emergency stop, and blade adjustment knob are all located below the front of the table. Turning the knob clockwise will raise the blade through the table. You should always be aware of the machine's dust collection points and make sure they are operating correctly before use. Also read your saw's JSA, job safety analysis, and lockout-tagout instruction sheets. Perform lockout-tagout when necessary. At the minimum, you will need to wear hard-toed boots, hearing protection, and safety glasses, or side shields for your prescription glasses if you need them. The door under the saw should always be closed before turning it on. To change the blade, lift the blade cover from the table. Use the designated wrenches to loosen the bolts on each side of the blade. Remove the bolt, washer, and blade, and then replace with the new blade in reverse order. The SawStop brand table saw is special because it has an added safety feature that could save your limbs in an accident. The blade carries an electrical signal which detects when skin comes into contact with it. The change in signal automatically halts the blade by activating the brake cartridge. When you are ready to start cutting, first set the width guard by sliding it along the table and locking it in place. Double check your measurements with a tape measure. Start the saw and begin pushing your sheet material along the guard, keeping your hands at least 6 inches from the point of operation. Plywood and OSB can be very heavy, so always use the tools provided to take some weight off of your back, including forklifts, scissor lifts, tables, and coworkers. Use a push stick when cutting smaller pieces of wood. A hazard to watch out for when using the table saw is kickback. Prevent this by keeping wood tight against the guard and firmly pressed down against the table. This prohibits the blade from grabbing the workpiece and shooting it back at you. If you have any questions, do not operate the SawStop table saw and talk with your supervisor.